Hey guys, it's John, and welcome back to the next episode of Comic Book Club. I went to my comic shop on Friday, and it was the last day of school. As some of you guys know, I'm a teacher, and so it was kind of nice just to go there and unwind after the end of kind of a long semester. I don't know if you guys realize just how hectic it is between October and December when you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then all the things that happen in between that. It kind of feels much more busy than you might think. And so just being able to unwind after that and to go to the comic shop, which is my favorite place to do that, it was nice. Um, so I went in there and I was expecting to get my pickups and just kind of browse through some sections, but then I remembered that there's still a lot of boxes of new stuff that I haven't gone through in the dollar section. So I went in there and I think I got like 50-ish comics altogether, but some I had a few pickups and that I had subscribed as well, so those aren't going to count towards all this. So maybe it's like 40 some that I got from the dollar section. But also, my shop has started a trading card section. They have a lot of Pokemon and stuff, which I'm not into. I was in the generation that was like right above that. I remember being in sixth grade and hearing about all the fifth graders who were really into it. It's like, okay. I don't know. Like I was more into Star Wars Power of the Force. Wrestling was big at the time. So the NWO. Um, I still like carried a torch for He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, stuff like that. And of course, comics. So Pokemon never got me. But, anyways, in the trading card section, I found a Kang the Conqueror card. And as you guys know, Kang is my favorite supervillain. So I picked that up. And then, since we're talking about Kang, I'm going to go ahead and go through my Marvel pickups that I got. So we have Quasar, number 22, Forceworks, number 11. And then this was one of my pickups, Avengers number 33. This is a Kang centric story. I haven't read 32 yet. I think I read 31. Like maybe I read 30, 31, and then 32 came and I was just so busy I didn't get a chance to read it. So it's like in the box. Now I got 33, so I do need to catch up. And now that it's a Christmas break, I can get onto that. And then the West Coast Avengers number 41, X Men 2099 number 13, number 17, number 18, X Factor number 125, and then I'm pretty sure the rest of the stack. This is all Extreme X Men, which honestly I'm mainly reading this because I love X Men: The End. Not so much because it's like a great story. I mean, there are parts of it that I really love, but it was a big part of when I got back into comics as a collector. It was my senior year of high school, and then the year after that, when in between high school and college, I was just working full time, and I started revisiting my local comic book shops. That storyline was going big at the time. But then over the years, I've realized that a lot of the stuff that Chris Claremont put into that was stuff from his Extreme X Men line. So I've decided to get into this to try to see if that will help shape my understanding of X Men The End. So this is the annual for 2001. What's cool about this, it says it's in Marvel Scope. So the book actually reads sideways. So I think it was like a widescreen comic. So that'll be interesting. And then number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, number 16. And by the way, I love this black side panel here on the covers. I kind of wish it kept it all the way through, but as you'll see in a moment, they change. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. I think I have 23, and then 25. I have this one too, but I don't know if you guys remember. It was in a video a few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago. It was really ratty, and so this is a nice, clean version of that. So those were my Marvel Comics pickups and that I found. And then before I get into DC, these were my other pickups that I had. So Mark Spears Monsters number 8, and then I realized somewhere I forgot to get number 7. So I had to go into my comic shop and I put in an order that'll hopefully be here in a week or two. so I can get number 7 and catch back up with this. So number 8. And then this looked interesting to me. I do love wrestling, like not so much anymore. Like I don't watch. I probably haven't watched weekly in 2 years, but I love wrestling. Like the New Japan post got me really back into it in 2014. I don't know if any of you guys are wrestling fans. You know who Styles is from TNA. Well, before he went to WWE, he went to New Japan, and I followed him over to New Japan. I started watching, like people would do like streams of the different shows that are happening there. And New Japan World started. I started subscribing to that, so I got really big back into wrestling during that time, and I loved it. And I've kind of fallen away from it now. But this comic I saw that really intrigued me. We have a Kenny Omega looking guy, and he's got $1 Million Man kind of gimmick going on. And this is a story of some wrestlers who are trying to get a big payoff by stealing some money. And if I remember correctly from what I saw in the promotion for this, I think they're stealing from their promoter. So this looked intriguing to me. So Wrestle Heist, number 1 from Image Comics. Youngblood number 2. This is the new volume of Youngblood. And I actually had number 1 on a poll, but I think it just got overlooked and never happened. So I put number 1 on that My Comic Shop order so I can start reading this as well. And then TMNT Journeys number 4. And I've really enjoyed Journeys so far, so I'm looking forward to reading number 4. And then now into DC Comics. Rebels number 1. Kyle Rayner's making an appearance. Number 3. Number 5. Number 7. And then Green Lantern Mosaic, number 6. We have Creon and Boudica here. Green Lantern number 112. Number 154. And then number 164. And this is my favorite era of Kyle, at least with his uniform. This is when he kind of felt like he had reached, for me, hero status. Like he wasn't a junior hero. He wasn't a hero in training. He wasn't a Teen Titan. When he got this suit, he was a hero. And then Rebirth happened, and you know, where's Kyle now? And then 165. And then the last stack here, more DC. Superman, the Man of Tomorrow, number 1. The Adventures of Superman, number 440. Number 29. And I have to point out, there's like crayon on this, but the inside, while yellowed, is not bad. It's readable. But I didn't even notice that till like right now. Superman number 30. And then this is Superman number 217. This is part of the OMAC project that was happening for Infinite Crisis. And then Guardians of Metropolis number 4. I had 1 through 3, so I can finally read this miniseries. And this was another new comic. It wasn't one of my pickups, but I saw it on the rack, and I love Green Lantern. I love Guy Gardner. I love Guy and Superman. So even though I haven't read any of this, this looks like it'd be a fun comic to read, even if it's just like a once-in read. It looks fun. Steel, number 1. Armageddon, 2001, number 2. This is one of those annual stories, and I'm trying to complete, finish, and read. The Sword of the Atom, number 2 special. So I think there's 3 of these specials. This is the second one. And then I grabbed an issue of Starman because it's part of the War of the Gods storyline, and the one I'm wanting to collect and read. Hawkworld, number 17. And then Justice League International, number 61. Number 92. And I gotta talk about Triumph here. He's a character that apparently was like taken out of the time stream, and then during 0 Hour he's kind of comes back in, and then obviously he doesn't stay too much. I know he had like I don't know if it was a mini series or it was a run that was canceled, or if it was just a trade paperback, but there was a little thing about him that I think a lot of people really liked, and I never knew. Like I missed all of this. I don't know, this was 1994, so maybe I was just like Star Wars Power of the Force kicked back up then, so I was playing with those. I don't know. But does anyone else get Sentry vibes from this? I mean, yeah, he's a blonde overpowered hero, but a character that was taken out of the story and then is now back in the story and apparently had been there the whole time. Obviously, he's not going to have that, dark side of him, of the void that this entry has. But I mean, the parallels of that being this, the original Justice League led by Triumph. So like he's leading the team. So this big ultimate hero who was gone and now is back. It screams very Sentry to me. So I wonder if there's any connections at all there. And then JLA Year One, number 6, number 7. JLA Incarnations, number 5. So the Incarnations were like one shots that kind of would slide into different time periods into comic history. So this is like a set of stories that would fall into obviously the Crisis on Infinite Earths involving the JLA. And then JLA 21, 28, 47, and 125. So it's a great time at the comic shop. Lots of great reads here, and the majority of these in the dollar section. I love my comic shop. I hope you guys have a comic shop you can get to and you can check stuff out, because it's always astounding to me what I find. Maybe I'm just really lucky and just have like the most amazing comic shop. I don't know. I love it. Mad Comics in Sellersburg, Indiana. It is fantastic. The guy who runs it is great. The guys that work for him are fantastic. I love going there. I've been there almost every week, except for times I've been out of town. And then the week of my birthday. But I love this place. And yeah, there's just always something that I'm wanting, or that surprises me how much I enjoy reading. So check out your comic shops, find one near you. If not, mycomicshop.com is great. Just don't go buy all the books I want. All right. See you next time. Bye.